Should you run your ads to a free thing or a paid thing? Great question. There are a couple of ways to answer this, and the first one I always suggest you use to answer this question is to ask yourself, what would you buy if you were the customer? There really isn't a right or a wrong way of selling anything, but if you want to be thinking about what's going to convert the highest, sending people to a free opt-in from a Facebook ad, or sending people straight to opt into a paid product or a membership from a Facebook ad, what would you buy if you were the customer? What would you be most likely to opt into out of those two options? The answer is going to be pretty obvious, right? So of course there isn't a right or a wrong way, there isn't a right or a wrong way to answer that question. But you are going to be way more likely to get people opting in for a free thing than you're going to be getting people who are a cold audience buying something from you straight from a cold ad. Now, I'm not saying ads don't work, of course they do, but what's going to get you the most amount of email addresses? Probably the free thing, right? So whilst you have full control and decision-making authority over the way that you run your business, I personally would rather spend my money on ads getting people's email addresses rather than trying to sell a cold audience to a paid product, because once you have their email address, you can then set up an automatic nurture sequence to send people helpful tips, really good information, giving them a taste of you, your style, your personality, and how incredibly amazingly talented and knowledgeable you are, to then upsell them to that paid thing after they've got a chance to know you. So whilst my personal recommendation is always going to be make sure you have a free thing at the front end of your funnel and an ongoing nurture sequence behind the scenes to upsell people, of course with an instant upsell as soon as they do opt in for those people who are totally keen beans and ready to buy. Always remember, when you're making decisions about how you should set something up in your business, always start with you. You're attracting people like you to your membership, to your courses, to your products and services. So ask yourself, what would I be most likely to opt into or purchase if I was the customer? Right there is always going to be your right answer.